They say boxing is the theater of the unexpected. But what happens when the underdog isn't just hungry? He's undefeated, unrelenting, and unafraid. This September, Terence "Bud" Crawford steps into the ring against Saul Canelo Alvarez. And if he wins, it won't just be an upset. It'll be a seismic shift.
Like I always say, I respect Terence Crawford. He's a very talented fighter, but he just win one big fight.
Crawford's not just moving up in weight. He's moving into myth. He's jumping 2 divisions to face a man who's fought at light heavyweight. A man who's gone 36 rounds with Gennady Golovkin and never touched the canvas. A man with 63 wins, 39 knockouts, and a chin carved out of granite. But Bud's different. He's 41-0, 31 knockouts, 11 straight before his decision win over Madrimov. And while he didn't stop Madrimov, he dominated. He dissected. He reminded us that power isn't just about brute force. It's about precision, timing, and intent. Canelo hasn't scored a knockout since Caleb Plant in 2021. 7 decisions since, including a flat performance against William Skull that left fans wondering, is the king still sharp? Or is the crown slipping?
If we see a fight where Canelo Alvarez looks old, then guess what? He's old. And it might be a case of him being less than he was.
Crawford's not buying the decline narrative. He's preparing for the best version of Canelo. The one who emasculated Callum Smith. The one who walked down Sergey Kovalev. The one who made Jermell Charlo look like a sparring partner. Because if Bud wins, it has to be against that Canelo. Anything less, and the upset loses its edge.
I just think Crawford is special. And I think that he has a special gear that he could go to and a special place that he could go to despite another guy may having some advantages of weight, better competition, stronger, better puncher. I think he got that special thing about him where he could just go an extra little place where he could just overcome that on that night. You know, and very few fighters got it. And I think late in the fight, his conditioning will kick in.
Trainer Stephen Edwards sees it. He believes Crawford can flip a switch not many fighters have at his level. That determination and conditioning will carry him late into the fight and start walking Canelo down. He sees Crawford's freakish strength not in his punch, but in his stamina. His ability to stay stronger, longer.
someone like Canelo?
I've always been physically strong. You know, that's always been one of my greatest attributes coming up as a kid. In any sport that I ever did, I was always physically strong. So a lot of that is God-given strength. And, you know,
Canelo is going to feel his power. Canelo is going to respect Bud Crawford. He's not going to be able to just walk through him and whatever he thinks. Size doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's a skill. It's what you got up here and it's what you got here. Everything else will fall into place.
That power ain't gonna be able to sustain throughout the fight. Watch. And he usually slows down between 6 and 7. If you slow down, that's a fucking wrap. I done seen him slow down going into the later rounds, and I done seen his ass get outboxed.
And that's where the upset lives. Not in the first few rounds, but in the deep waters. Canelo's camp brought in Jaron Boots Ennis, a fighter many call the closest thing to Crawford. Sharp, fast, dangerous. But even that move sparked controversy. Racial politics, loyalty debates. The kind of noise that surrounds a fight this big.
Man, that don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing, man. Boots ain't no Crawford. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. Cause the workouts and those sparring partners, all that shit don't mean nothing when you step in that fucking ring.
what is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious.
But Crawford, he's locked in. He's been the underdog his whole life. And he's not here to play identity politics. He's here to win.
I've been an underdog all my life, you know, so I feel good, I feel comfortable, I'm confident, you know, and this is no unfamiliar place for me.
Boxing history is built on moments like this. When the smaller man defies physics. When the overlooked fighter rewrites the script. Ali wasn't supposed to beat Liston. Buster Douglas wasn't supposed to beat Tyson. And Bud Crawford, he's not supposed to beat Canelo. But what if he does?
I need that, you know, because that's gonna make me more focused and turn into a different animal. So I need the people to say, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not strong enough, or this person gonna knock me out.
What if Crawford backs up the bigger man? What if he lands that body shot that could visibly hurt Canelo? What if he takes the Mexican icon into the championship rounds and breaks him? Not with power, but with pressure.
I think Bud overcomes that. You know, he usually, with anyone he's in there with, he usually figures them out. He's got this little thing in his brain that figures out everybody's in there with.
Accomplishing so much and failing to have the Manny Pacquiao fights, you know, the Cotto fights and the Shane Mosley that all the other great fighters had when these fighters was on their way out, you know, that made them, you know, the star that they is. Not having those guys to share the ring with,
Right.
It's like, oh man, what can you do to leapfrog those fighters? Why not go up 3 weight classes?
If Crawford wins, it's not just the upset of the year. It's the upset of the decade. Maybe longer. Because it's not just about size. It's about legacy. It's about daring to be great. So when the bell rings in Vegas, don't blink. Don't look away. Because you might be watching history. Terence Crawford isn't chasing an upset. He's chasing immortality.